So what we really need to do is reps. But reps doesn't necessarily always mean always engaging with women because it can get exhausting too. Like even I haven't done it in a few months. I'm just exhausted. It's just like it takes a lot of energy. But there's ways for us to practice.
Be manly and the legends of humanity. Welcome to the Fellowship of Honourable Men and Women Role Models for Boys and Men, because you have the power to be a man in all its glory.
Are there any specific vocal exercises or warm-ups that can help boys and men sound more confident and authoritative?
For sure, Damien. I think for me, what it comes down to keep it really simple, is how your voice sounds to other people. So what you need to do is you need to be willing to record yourself and get the necessary feedback. I'll give you an example with me. My voice didn't always sound like honey, right? At the beginning, it sounded very aggressive. And I'm still like that. That's more my natural self, except I'm a lot more toned down whenever I share ideas on a podcast. Versus, let's say when I'm coaching a high level CEO, I'm like swearing at them half the time. I was like, you didn't do the homework, you didn't do this. What do you expect me to do? Like I'm a lot more aggressive and in your face, which is more realistic personality. But the feedback I got when I was 20, which at this point was probably 7, 8 years ago, was from my friends. They said, Brenden, if you sound like you're annoyed all the time when you're speaking with people, you won't be able to reach a wider group of people because they won't resonate with you. They'll be scared of you. They won't want to be around you. So I had to reduce my vocal tones until it got to a point where people go, Brenden, when I listen to you, I just feel like listening to you all the time. But that was not something that I was born with. That's something that I actually tested out different vocal tones. So notice how this tone that I'm using right now is actually my honey voice, whereas this is my coaching voice. So this is my honey voice when I'm talking to somebody at a bar. Hey, how's your night going? And this is my, hey, get your shit together. You're paying me a bunch of money. Let's get you results where I slap you on the head, right? So it's a very different Brenden that comes out in both of those scenarios. But the reason I'm demonstrating it is, yeah, maybe to scare off the audience a little bit. But I think the most important thing, which obviously adds more value, is we have the ability to choose our voice. We have the ability to choose our voice. It's just what most people don't do is they're not willing to get criticism. And I'll give you the main kind of big three pitfalls that we talked about before, but without this context. I think it adds more value now. The first one is the feedback you'll get is your monotone. So let me give the monotone guide. Let's say at a bar, I was talking to somebody. Hi, how's your night going? Oh my God, I don't talk to this person. It's going to be a long night. Yeah, it's going good. How about you? Yeah, it's going well. Yeah, so I had chemistry this morning and history. Some guys talk like that. It's like, dude, like you cannot talk that way. It's a buzzkill. I always already feel like falling asleep 3 minutes in, but that's easy to fix. You just go, you can say the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, I had history this morning and yeah, chemistry was good. So notice I'm veering my tones now and I'm projecting more. So monotone's the first mistake. The second one is staying in the same tone for too long. So let's look at the opposite person now. The guy who's always loud all the time. I actually, can we swear on this thing? I don't even know, right? Like, I just fucking hate that person, right? Who's always yelling, like at a club. They think they're getting all the attention, but they're really doing is annoying everybody around you. Like, they're looking, it's like, what's wrong with this person? Like, why are they always loud all the time? So that's also a problem. So, like, if you're loud and when somebody's talking to you, you're not able to go back down and just make them feel special. You're missing the point of the vocal tone variety here. And then the third point, that I guess the third big mistake that I see is being too aggressive, which is the one that I fall into, which is like my vocal tone is too sharp. It's too like, hey, don't waste my time. I don't talk to anybody. I don't like to talk to people kind of vibe. So what you have to do is you have to change that by slowing down your pace and lowering your vocals. But the main idea here is that everybody can work at it and get better at it.
Before you go, you're invited to continue the Be Manly and the Legends of Humanity journey. Subscribe to our YouTube and become a patron, where you can become a courageous Crusader, a wise warrior, a daring Dynamo, and even an ascending Avenger. Here you'll find all the tools to become a man in all its glory. We're honoured to walk side by side with you on this extraordinary adventure. Together, we're unleashing the full power of manhood, creating a better world for everyone.